Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a special video. This one is focused on, well, this calendar. If you go into game at the moment, you'll see the calendar. It's kind of like referred to as something different. It's referred to as Valentine's stockpile. However you want to kind of like look at it, it's a calendar of sorts. It's sort of objective kind of, what is it called? I can't remember what the one that was called when it was like the daily, like objective-y thing. What was it called? For double track, that's it, like the gold track, double track, platinum track, whatever it is. But it's kind of like a calendar. If this is the new look calendars, they look nice, but it's not the first time that Kabam have actually launched something like this. I think it's MCOC leaks they put out on the old Twitterverse, or sorry, Xverse, that there was this previous calendar right here, which, as you can see, had different things to it. So you kind of like, when you start off, it gives you this. It's nice UI, like it's really nice. It's really smooth, but it's something that has been seen before. I kind of feel like it was similar to something in Marvel Realm of Champions that sort of kind of there was inspiration and it kind of like got ported over. But in any case, it's cool to see something like this. It's done in a nice kind of style and it's extra clean. Will Kabam do anything like this in the future? It depends how long it takes to like make something like this. Because you have to look at it and go, if the calendar is something simplistic, then does it take away from time? If the Kabam staff save 10 hours, 20 hours, 3 days, whatever, kind of like doing stuff, then of course, you know, saving time is important. But it's certainly interesting to see it kind of rear its head. There were some earlier bugs that kind of went on with the calendar not working correctly, which I can't find any threads on at the moment. I probably will end up finding some threads as we're kind of like doing the video. Especially as there is a particular thread that I want to go on to kind of compare the different types of, you know, rewards that one player gets to the other based on, you know, the, what is it called? Just like the stuff that you get performance-wise. I've just found a thread actually that to cover. So the bug side of things. So as was kind of pointed out, day one in the new calendar already missed. Yeah, so this was something that was an issue, saying that people had already claimed 5 Paragon romance crystals, which was kind of weird. It meant you missed out on the love juice, which, look, by the way, it's disgusting, but the love juice, nevertheless. This love juice, it doesn't say that it expires, which you can see on screen. Like, I will be carefully watching this because will it expire at a certain point? That's something as well that's going to be important to be mentioned. I can't remember in the past it expired, but look, with content being as they are, it's kind of important to utilize it or kind of like keep it for stuff. Use it for content that you're trying to do. We've got those Karina's challenges dropping tomorrow, so look, save them and use them for that. Obviously, that's down to you. But yeah, I was sleeping. By the way, I do not plan to be up at 12, like midnight, and also kind of like waiting for, you know, an hour to 1 a.m. Yeah, I'll just disrupt my sleep. Well, Command Mike does say that I have to kind of like stay awake to hoard energy for usage. So, you know, there we go. For context, where in the world are you from? And can you please check in your inventory that you did not receive day one? So that's kind of like whether or not there was some issues there. Rules out. Those impacted what progression level? I see 1 Paragon. So wow, oh my days! Look at that. Somebody even lost out more. My fiance's the whole calendar. What? Look, the whole calendar got missed. That's a pretty mean bug. Oh, I don't. Oh, how does that happen? That's really bad. That's quite bad. I also have missed the entire calendar. I've not been logging in this month, my alt account, but when I saw the calendar on my main, I said, okay, I'll start logging in again, and looks like there's no chance for Valentine calendar. Why? Obviously, that's just what we covered right there. Anyone reporting, please include the account that this is impacted. So whether or not this is like a Kabam specific thing, especially because it's not going into the inventory, which you can see here, there's no love juice in said inventory for this player. Kabam said that the team is chasing down this issue. Right now it seems to be, correlated to how long it's been since you last logged into the account. We are early in the investigation stages, but I'll update more information. Please keep in mind time zones. Yeah, fun, isn't it? Oh dear. What else? I think that's kind of like it, bringing people up to present time that we are at the moment. You know, 2 a.m. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and goes on and on and on and on. I don't think has there been an update? Let's just get right to the very end of this thread. So at the point of recording this video, that's the latest post there at 1 p.m. No update. Will Kabam give an update on this? Quite possibly. I mean, look, people are lost. They've lost out. So look, big bug needs to be rectified. Bit disappointing. But in any case, we're going to move on to what you get from the calendar. We'll keep you updated. Probably MCN. What's my days? Friday. MCN Friday. We'll probably have an update on this. Okay, now moving on to in game. I worked really hard in January to become Valiant, and it's paying off to get to that particular position, so that I can get some nice stuff from it. And nice stuff there is. So these romance crystals, these Paragon romance crystals, look good, but of course different people at different stages of where you're at in the game will get different things. We put a thread in the link in the description if you do want to check it out. But of course this is from a Valiant side of things. And so we've got ourselves more love juice, which rewards back 10,690. I don't know if that's been bumped up at all. There's a free 6-star, there's a 6-star selector, based on obviously being Valiant. And then there's things like tier 4 Alpha Catalyst Fragments for free. So Kabam are giving out finally the Chase meta items like that. There's also Ultra Super Fabulous Crystal, which is that one right there, which I think is the units one, isn't it? Yeah, units. No, not units. It's a piece. It's a piece of him, which is 7 star. It is units. Sorry, I read Richard. Reed Richards, huh? 6-star Conflicted Selected. Now, some people have noted that it's kind of feels a bit of a cop out that Vision is within this, mainly because it's like more of a trophy based champion. Look, for me, I went for Weapon X, so an opportunity for Vision is actually not too bad. Of course, there's other champions within it, so I need to kind of have. Well, is it just those three? We'll have to have a look. Like, it could be something that expands out further. Which more info? I can't get any info on it, but I'm sure that's good. And this is a fantastic free calendar, so thanks to Kabam for giving out this, especially for Valiant players. They've given out a free 7-star crystal for them. Obviously, it then points to working hard to grab it. I mean, I'm hopeful that I get a Black Cat from this, but there are a few champions that are rooted in some of the other crystals, like is it the Incursion crystal where Mojo is, and Angela being in the Loyalty crystal. I might have got that wrong in placement of it, but look. That's still good news in any case to have that opportunity for those champions. Well, obviously before you wouldn't have. If we now turn our attention to what other players were getting, interesting as well. Like player here Uncollected has picked up that, which is still nice. And then there's all this also other stuff like 5-star selector. Yeah, I'm sure people would be like a bit disappointed to not to have super spicy stuff. But this isn't like banquet event where you could get the chance of something incredibly rare all of a sudden. There's also, what else we got? Uncollected and response. Thronebreaker. So Thronebreaker get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-star better half crystal. And they still get a 5-star selector. Is it 6-star though? Of course not. It'd be interesting to know what Paragon get. But I can imagine Paragon gets similar to Valiant, but not exactly. Will they give out a free 7-star? That's debatable as well. But yeah, free stuff, honestly. I am really happy that Kabam decided to give out something like this, especially going into what will be a very, very kind of like stressful time to kind of get the Karina's challenges done. If they're meant to be difficult, then it's going to cost you some units. And will it cost the equivalent to 1 to 2 runs in Necropolis? Maybe. The fact is, do you want Deathless King Groot? Sadly, I want Deathless King Groot, and I'm almost thinking about taking my units that I've got and investing into it. I was thinking about getting a Deathless Guillotine, but I kind of feel like it may be best to invest revives, health potions, and units into the endeavor for Deathless King Groot because of, well, my affinity for that particular champion. So with that being said, if that next piece is within that particular piece of content, and what are we on to now with the pieces of... We've got 1, 2 there. The Karina's challenge for piece number 3, and then piece number 4 will be the one in Winter of Woe. But then it may be a case that like the next kind of like seasonal thing, you see the next piece. I don't know. I think I'd rather kind of get to the point where I can get Deathless King Groot at the same time as everyone else. But the thing I would kind of point at is CCP members will get to review these particular champions, as we were able to look at Deathless Guillotine first. Then at least I can get an idea and also present my kind of like thesis as to whether I feel that it's worth you kind of investing your time and effort into. Whereas Deathless Guillotine, I didn't think that it was like important to get it. It is important for the greater scheme of things, and that is basically if you want to complete them all, if you want to get that Deathless Thanos and that stuff, you're going to have to sadly do it. In any case, what are your thoughts on some of the stuff that we've seen when it comes to rewards? Are you happy about it? Sad? Indifferent? Put your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.